And what do you like to drink?
I've actually grown to like juice more than I did. I've never been a juice drinker, but before surgery I would drink a pot of coffee a day. And about 3 months prior, I just didn't even have a drive for it because I'd rather have the surgery than coffee. So I had quit that before surgery.
Wonderful. How are you with milk products?
Oh, no problem. Milk, ice
I never
cream.
liked milk, and so that's never been an issue. And if I have milk on cereal, again, that kind of makes me sleepy. So if I do the lactate, it's no problem.
So you're a little lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Now, are you lactose intolerant?
No, not
No?
at all.
But mine's not bad. It just
Yeah.
makes me tired. I don't get the upset stomach and all that, so it's not too bad.
I just like to ask because that's interesting because you're it's kind of the same makeup. You're the same father, same mother. And so it's interesting. Everybody is different after the surgery. Now, do you remember your op times?
22 minutes, 7 feet.
About 31 minutes, just over 6 feet.
And so you guys lost pretty much close to the same. That's very interesting. So if there was anything you could tell pre-ops today, some valuable little bit of information about doing the packet or having the surgery, what would you share with them?
I would say that I know the packet's a pain. Everybody, knows it, but it's really worth it in the end because the information you get from it.
Right.
Follow the boards because everybody talks about everything on the boards. That's one of your best sources of information. Next to Dr. Rutledge, obviously, but you learn so many things from so many people on there. Follow the instructions. Do what Dr. Rutledge says.
Yeah, I would say make sure that you're eating well and at proper times because I know if I get tied up and don't get breakfast, I get woozy and have a bad day. And
the crackers.
You need to have
when
salt and
yeah.
things like that. So just really take care of yourself in that way. Make time for it because you have to.
The best thing I think for immediately post-op is, like they said, the salt, the saltines and stuff, because, oh my God, so many times I would get a little lightheaded. My mom, like, here, and she's literally pouring a pack of salt in my mouth.
Yeah.
And estrogen patches. Do not be afraid of estrogen patches.
That's a good one. Now, did you both take the estrogen patch?
Yes.
Now, were you there for each other? Did you notice that the sister needed
her,
it?
and I knew that we're calling the pharmacy, right? I called the pharmacy for her, and said we're coming to pick up the patch, and came home and put one on her, and then put another one on her the next day.
Did you think you needed the estrogen patch?
I knew in my head I did, but I spent about 4 hours crying for really nothing.
Did you fight it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't necessarily
Not
fight
wanna
it.
have
I just
it?
didn't want to
She
get out of the
didn't want
room.
to do it. She just didn't want to do anything, and so I went to the pharmacy. I got it. I came home. I took it off, and I slapped it on her, and then said slap the other one on, and then
it was
after
much
that
better.
it was like, oh, why didn't I do that before?
Yeah.
I had the same thing. My mom and sister, they were like, get over here. We're putting a patch on you. My mom the next day, she's like, and we're putting one on this side too. And so don't be afraid of it. It's okay. It helps.
It does. I think I wore mine for a month.
Right, it doesn't make you're not a weak or bad person, or a lot of people I think that that something's wrong with them and they have to have the estrogen patch. It's not, and they don't think they need it, and it's so amazing how you feel the next day when you get it.
I say everybody should just put it on just in case, just as a pre-operative.
I agree. Sandy, my sister, you guys know her. She works with us. She had her surgery right before April 15th. And she called me on tax day and said, I quit. And I said, what? And she said, I quit. And I said, what's wrong? And I went to bed last night. We weren't fighting. It's the morning. Was I sleepwalking? Did I call you? Did I email and ask the email? And she just said, no, I'm just totally stressed out. I just can't handle life anymore. I just can't handle it. I just quit. I got to go. And she hung up the phone. And then I heard my mom in the background as she hung up, and I called my mom and I said, get her to the patch now. Get her the patch. And she did. She put the patch on after a little, fussing. And the next morning she just bopped right into work. Dun, 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 like nothing ever happened.
Right.
And I didn't bring it up for a couple months. I saved it. But a couple months later, I said, "Woof, boy, you're a good example. You need that patch."
Yeah. And it wasn't right after surgery. It was about 5 days later. So maybe fine the next day, third day, whatever. But if you're feeling that way,
it was about the same. It was a couple days after.
It was a couple days
week,
for her.
Yeah, but our sister and our mother didn't need it, and they didn't have a problem. I always get fussy around that time of the month anyway, and so my sister. Our other sister, she was saying the same thing. She says, "No, we're just putting a patch on you right out the door," and so
and how's
I
she
wasn't
done?
real surprised.
How's she doing after surgery?
Oh, she's doing great. She
She's absolutely maintained her weight.
Yeah, she's. I'm trying to think. She hasn't had any health problems, or I think she has hypothyroidism, but that's not something that
do with surgery.
But other than that, I mean, she's extremely healthy and
Mom's doing well.
Yeah, Mom's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, this. I mean, if of all of us, I mean, that's the one that it changed her life. You know, and I mean, it saved her life because she was just.
Do you have any other family members that are heavy?
No, it's
Just
really
the
us. We
women?
don't have a lot of extended family, and so it's really just us. And my dad's always just been. My dad can eat anything he wants, and nothing. But we do have a lot of friends, and we know people that. I mean, we've tell anyone we can about this because I think it's just amazing.
Have the mini gastric bypass.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that
happier,
ever considers
healthier, better
anything,
life.
that's what we tell them. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why insurances don't cover it. It just seems like such a better
It
option.
does. Some insurance companies now do cover the
Really?
mini gastric bypass, and the hospital, St. Rose de Lima, does take. I have to say that because there's two different hospitals. Does take insurance for their portion.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That's good to hear.
you just
It's
have
getting
to,
there. We figured it's got to be getting there. 'Cause
Yeah, you just have to call in and talk to one of the staff members, and we'll
That's
give
good
you all
to
the
know.
details.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it does help.
Thank
Ladies, thank you so much.
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
your time.
Thank you, Dr. Rutledge. Thank you,
Dr. Rose,
everybody.
for sure.